completely different.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I'm great. I don't want to be involved.
Craig Conover is addressing his split from Paige DeSorbo for the first time.
Oh, jeez.
The Southern Charm star answers questions about his split from Summer House star Paige DeSorbo during his February 6th appearance on Watch What Happens Live.
Watch What Happens Live is where, like, oh, the trash bags talk.
Paige lied on her podcast and said the breakup was mutual. I didn't tell her what to say.
A woman lying about a breakup for clout? Whoa! I was talking to my friend about it earlier. Everybody's like, gotta trash their exes. What if you're just not meant to be?
I got a text and she said, I'm announcing it on my podcast. And then she said it was mutual, which it wasn't. I didn't know about it. She called me and told me.
Yeah. What a loser. You're better off, Craig.
And she said, yeah, that was pretty much, I mean, it's been a whirlwind, but yes. So I've been sitting in it, listening to people be like, love isn't enough. Guess what? Love is enough. And
yeah, you got screwed over.
I hate that I'm being drug into that. If two people love each other, you'll make it work.
The 35-year-old goes on to explain that Paige suggested they break up during a phone call the week after Thanksgiving.
But yeah, like she called me after Thanksgiving. I was in Toronto about to do a show and was like, I think we have to break up. And then
She said, I think we have to break up.
yeah, and then we were like, well, we'll talk about it. And then that was
Yeah, whenever that word comes up, though, it's over.
after Thanksgiving. And then I stayed at the apartment that week, but she wasn't there. But we were still FaceTiming and she said, I miss you and stuff. But like, that was when our press tour started. Like, she's had like there's things that you'll find out that I had no reason to think she was serious. I thought she was just having kind of like a bad night or a breakdown.
It sounds like she's psycho.
Oh.
And when host Andy Cohen asks Craig if he co-signed the allegations
It's always the hot ones that are crazy.
that Paige cheated on him, which she has denied, he says this.
On Paige's podcast, she was clear she never cheated physically or emotionally. Do you co-sign that?
I'm great. I don't want to be involved. Like,
He's like, I've had enough of you.
Well, you are involved.
No, I'm not. I got broken up with. I'm the ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend.
That is the way to view it. I like this guy. There was a saying I saw. It was something like, she was never yours. It was just your turn. I love it.
Now moving on with my life.
Okay.
I'm not going to get sucked into the mud with them. Like her cast,
She's sucking off someone else anyway.
like commenting on how I'm grieving and that I'm sorry that I'm not reading Reddit every day and getting on there and defending her. Like, I never
Yeah, Reddit's a terrible site, let's be honest.
said you cheated, so I'm not a part of this.
The problem with Reddit is when there's posts about people's breakups, these anonymous losers that are in failed relationships love seeing others suffer. You're all a bunch of darks.
Additionally, Craig goes on to elaborate about the future that the two were planning together.
Yeah, it's always we're gonna have kids and blah, blah, blah.
Paige said no one was blindsided.
Well, we were planning our future together.
Okay.
I had no way of.
Yeah, Paige just seems like kind of a brat, you know what I mean? Like, she'll probably never get someone as good as him. And honestly, she just seems insufferable.
We never fought. Like I was moving
Those are the worst relationships, the ones that are just so passive.
to New York. Like,
In the end, the Southern Charm star does ultimately credit Paige for making such a positive impact on his life.
That's the one thing, is a lot of times I feel like men get more out of the relationship than women. Like, for me, with my ex, I wish her the best, blah, 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 do. But, like, I got to move out of my apartment, and I learned how to be cleaner, I learned how to have less acne, and she got clout.
When Patricia was here last week, she claimed that she always thought Paige was mean to you. What was your reaction to that?
I don't think Paige was. I think we had an awesome relationship. I
Yeah, it doesn't sound too awesome, bud.
think you get to see a small amount, and on TV she like plays it up, but in private, I mean, we were a very cute couple. And
Yeah, those are the weirdest ones, is the ones where it appears like everything's great and dandy, and then it's not.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this clip says about it.
I never.
This is, this is Paige talking, blah, blah, blah.
I never, in the 3 years that I dated my ex-boyfriend,
Yeah.
I never physically cheated on him, emotionally cheated on him.
If you have to address it, you probably did. You were at least having outside thoughts.
Can you mentally cheat on him? I don't know, but I didn't.
Yeah, you're just a bore that probably had sex twice a month and was wondering why he's watching porn all the time.
Watch out now, because Paige DeSorbo is setting the record straight on the timeline of her breakup from her ex, Craig Conover.
She sounds really angry about it. Like, a lot of times I think women kind of regret. Like, everybody doesn't have patience anymore. Everybody doesn't want to work in a relationship anymore. But then all of a sudden, like, the woman gives up on the man, and the man does well without her, and then they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have given up.
After facing baseless cheating rumors. On a recent episode of her Giggly Squad podcast, the Bravo...
What a dumb name, Giggly Squad. Shut up.
Celebrity clarified that she and Craig broke up 1 month before she announced their split on her show in December of 2024.
I will say that Craig and I broke up Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, it seems kind of like you're full of food, you're constipated, and you're grumpy.
Okay. That's at the end of November. Craig then went on and did press for Southern Charm, did whatever he needed to do, acting as if we were still together, and that was fine. I said that he could do that. He was processing in his own way.
Yeah, Craig, you're better off, bud. There's plenty of fish out there, and they're not going to talk about it publicly.
In fact, Paige seemed to diss her ex-boyfriend by liking a shady Instagram post after their breakup.
What a brat. You're nothing. And I'm not, okay, people are going to go, oh, you sexist against women. No. I can't stand clout-chasing women who are never the problem. There's this new thing. It's not all women. It's the Gen Z brats. That they're never the problem. It's always the man's fault. And when you got a worldwide tour like Taylor Swift preaching that, we're screwed as men. She liked the post that said, I'm so bummed to be single. How can I find another guy who brings nothing to the table? Wow, you're classy. Keeping it classy. You'll be remembered when it's all said and done as a brat.
The Summer House star liked a January 22nd post from a meme account that read, I'm so bummed to be single. How will I ever find another guy who brings absolutely nothing to the table?
And I bet you brought nothing to the table either.
It's unclear when or why
you're the worst.
Paige interacted with the post, but fans quickly
because she's trying to throw shade and she knows people will see it.
He caught wind of the apparent shade and took to social media to share their mixed reactions. She just liked a meme. Maybe she wasn't even thinking about
it's all the, simp fans that want to kiss her ass. I forgot what her name is because I never really heard of her before this, but you're a brat. You're the worst. So is the guy. He's a douche. Don't even talk about her. Oh, whatever.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.